Hello everybody, Sean Lennon here once again with a Fightlete report. Today is January 5th and here's today's MMA news coming at you this week. Next week's Fightlete report, we'll be back in studio. We'll be doing the MMA news from there, but we'll also be doing a weekly update from home as well. So I hope everybody joins the great content. Head over to Fightlete.com. New interviews dropping with Ignacio Bahamondes from Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series, Week 8 winner, now in UFC. So check that out on the YouTube channel. Subscribe on the link below. UFC news. It's dominating right now because obviously we're in a lull of a week or two, and then we're getting right back to Fight Island. So we'll just head right in and dive right in and talk about it. Michael Chandler will make his UFC debut January 23rd in 2021. This year, of course, when he takes on Dan Hooker in the co-main event of UFC 257, that's featuring McGregor versus Poirier on Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, according to MMAmania.com. He said, I want to put a stamp on my introduction for who I am to the UFC fans by finishing Dan Hooker or dominating him. Chandler said in an interview with MMA Fight that it really puts me in a position to where I get the winner of Conor Poirier, and I get the next title shot against Khabib. Of course, Conor Poirier is still set to be the next title shot. The fight between GSP and Khabib Nurmagomedov unlikely for now, when we have the winner of Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier becoming number one contender. UFC also announced this week that Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns for the welterweight title fight is going to be the main event of UFC 258 on February 13th. No location set as of now. We assume it's going to be in the Performance Institute, or rather the Apex in Las Vegas. Dana White is also eyeing Justin Gaethje versus Charles Oliveira for the next UFC lightweight fight, and he suggested in an interview with Laura Sanko that's the fight he wants to make between both of those, which makes sense at this point. Gaethje coming off the title loss to Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Charles Oliveira just defeating Tory Ferguson and on a big winning streak. So I think many would want to see that fight in the lightweight division. We go to the heavyweight division. Curtis Blaydes takes on the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. It's rebooked for the February 20th main event. Check it out, guys. It's going to be a great fight for UFC Fight Night. Again, no location announced for this one as well. Specifics are not here at this time. But that is a big fight. And, just knowing that this was supposed to happen just a few weeks ago. It was supposed to be happening about like 2 or 3 weeks ago. One of the UFC Fight Night cards that didn't have the main event. Now this is rebooked for February 20th between Curtis Blaydes and Derrick Lewis. It was supposed to take place back in November 28th. And, of course, Curtis Blaydes developed COVID-19. Wasn't able to fight because it was found prior to the fight. So it's going to be November 20th, most likely at the Apex Center for a UFC Fight Night event headliner. Okay, next up, we're going to get back on track and talk about, of course, UFC Fight Island 7, which is going to be debuting on ABC. This is huge. Network television is going to be airing UFC for the first time. This is the first time since actually Fox has aired UFC before, when they had the deal on Fox. So January 16th, of course, that's UFC Fight Island 7. We also know from Dana White that this could also feature future events as the network as well. This is breaking news, guys. UFC is going to be on ABC Network. If you don't have ESPN Plus, now is the time to check it out. January 16th on ABC. When we look at the card, unfortunately, 2 fights have been scrapped. The former women's bantamweight title contender, Bethe Correia, has been forced to withdraw from her fight with Wu Yanan, scheduled for January 16th on Fight Island. And also, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez tested positive for COVID-19, prompting UFC officials to reschedule his fight against Rodolfo Vieira from January 16th on UFC Fight Island 7. It's going to be on UFC 258 card, which is announced for February 12th, that we just talked about what the main event was. That's according to MMA Fighting. And the Brazilian when we talk about Bethe Correia, she will undergo surgery to remove her appendix. There's no word yet from the promotion whether yet to fight. Yana will still fight and remain on the card. With the bantamweight division not looking too deep, it's highly unlikely 2 weeks out that they'll find her opponent. We now work to bantamweight contender Corey Sandhagen on why he deserves a title shot, not TJ Dillashaw, in the bantamweight division. He says, if I think Frankie Edgar if I beat Frankie Edgar and I keep myself busy, I don't want to play this game of, oh, I'm the number 2 guy, so I don't deserve it after that. I'm not going to play that game with UFC. Of course, Suri Sandhagen not finding a reason for TJ Dillashaw to jump ahead of him in the rankings and get that title shot. UFC 257 will not be available to purchase till January 8th. So there's no way around the $5 price hike, as we mentioned last week. Unfortunately, UFC is going to be raising their subscription rates for both ESPN Plus and their monthly pay-per-views. So from $49.99, the annual price is now $59.99, $10 more for ESPN Plus subscription. The pay-per-view package, which includes one pay-per-view along with a whole year subscription of ESPN Plus, moves from $84.98 to $89.98, $5 increase. The pay-per-view, of course, it's by itself is $64.99, moving to $69.99, a $5 increase. And the pay-per-view package's savings goes from a 25% plus percentage to a 35% plus. So yeah, again, there would be a way if you could subscribe to beat the upcoming price increase, but before January 8th. But however, annual renewals for existing subscribers will remain at $49.99 at least till March 2nd, 2021. But for UFC 257, however, it will increase $5. So not exactly a big fan of this, as many UFC fans as well. Also news, Dana White has surprising news for those motherfuckers who illegally stream UFC 257. So if you're thinking about actually streaming it illegally so other people can watch it, you may want to think again. Dana White said he can't wait to catch people. He said that on his Instagram, responding to someone who said they can't wait to pirate the F out of this. Thanks, Dana. I'm excited. He says, and I can't wait to catch you. Got a surprise for you motherfuckers this year, said Dana White. Tell you everything you need to know about that comment. And of course, you know, he's been in war with internet pirates for over a decade. And you know that it'll soon be a felony to operate a pirated streaming service. So they're really cracking down on this. You know, the government with a new stimulus bill package. Not a big fan of that. I'm sure many people are. Who are you know, benefiting off getting those pay-per-views online for free. They will be you know, they may have to look elsewhere to purchase a pay-per-view because it may not be available in January. And with many sites probably electing to shut down due to the fact that they're going to be facing the felony charges, and Dana White's going to be leading the charge to do so with the UFC as well. More news, of course, just to wrap things up. UFC Rocky made a request, Leon Edwards, to save the main event, which was denied by UFC. Of course, we're talking about UFC Fight Island 8, which is now headlined by Neil Magny and Michael Chiesa. Leon Edwards remained to be on the card, but the promotion did not want him to fight either of those two. It looks like they're going to wait for now, hold off. Hopefully Khamzat Chimaev is ready to go within a month or two, and they can rebook that fight. I'm Sean Lennon. This is the Fightlete Report MMA News segment. Please subscribe to the Fightlete Report. Head over to Fightlete.com for exclusive MMA interviews and more. Follow me at Fightlete on Instagram, Twitter, and like the Fightlete Report Facebook page as well. Guys, we love this. We're going to keep these weekly updates going, man. So many news coming out of the UFC. Hope everybody have a wonderful new year. Enjoy the fights coming up soon. And we'll see you on the Fight Report next week. Take care.